We have a very diverse group of musicians and artists that have come under a common banner of love for life, love for love, love for music, and we'd like to share that with you tonight. The list is long, so we will introduce our brothers and sisters to the stage one by one. And please take note that you'll see that among the musicians there is a lot of cross-fertilization. So in the very evening we are going to practice interbeing. A musician, a company of musicians, a community of musicians that we've, over the last few months, have been really putting a lot of joy and energy into putting this together for you and with you, and realizing Tay's vision of interbeing and beloved community in this smaller circle of music.
So in our community, some of our practice, we have many practices, but deep listening and loving speech are very core to our community. And a lot of people might think that mindfulness and meditation is something that you do sitting on a cushion with your eyes closed in the retreat center, maybe like our monastery. But it's actually a way of life. It's a way of being. It's a way of being together. And music is a beautiful way to listen deeply and to express loving speech. So we thought, let's break out of the box a little bit. We're sharing mindfulness practice. That's our raison d'être. But let's try a different form and see what happens. So we are so excited to co-create this experiment with you. It's not the first mindfulness concert, but there haven't been so many, so we're creating it as we go. And so what we'd like to invite you to do is to sit comfortably, to allow yourself to breathe the whole night long, which you're going to do anyway, but to breathe consciously. And to listen with your heart, not just your ears. We have quite a wide range of musicians, and we're so blessed to have many professional musicians coming and joining us, and community members, and some of our monastic and lay mindfulness community all coming together. And if you haven't been to any of our retreats, you might not know that we actually have music as a big part of our community practice. And so this is a bit of bringing a be-in into the city, into a concert. So also, if you want to say hi to your neighbors at some point, we invite you to be really present, to enjoy the music. And so we're going to bring some of our practice into this shape. So a lot of people are probably used to clapping after a song, and we have a different tradition, which is to do deaf clapping or offering flowers of gratitude after a song. And it might feel a little different if you're not used to it, but we would like you to encourage you to try it out and see if remaining in silence after a song has been invited helps you to receive it more fully. And just see what that experience does for you. For a lot of us, it helps. So we want to offer this practice to you of presence, of aliveness. And it's truly, when we offer our flowers of gratitude, we don't have to do anything to share our love and to be connected. But you'll notice at the end of a song, if you want to express something, you're welcome to do this. And we're going to try and keep it quiet, to just receive all the vibrations and the love, and to keep breathing. And then in between each set, we'll actually have one bell invited so that we really remember to come back, to be present, not just to breathing, but to each other and to our teacher. And on this day of September 11th, with a wish for peace and healing in the world. It's really important. So we bring all of this in here tonight.
So one other element that we will hear throughout this concert is the sound of the bell. In our practice, in our tradition, the sound of the bell is a sacred sound. It's a very peaceful invitation for us to really come back into our body and feel what it is that we are feeling physically, emotionally, mentally, and to kind of find a refuge in that space. So the energies of this concert will be all over the place because of different songs, different energy energies, and we simply invite you to hold that space. That's the bell, the sound of the bell is a sacred space to invite everyone to come to a place of silence and stillness, even as we continue to feel the concert reverberate inside of us. So thank you, and without further ado, we will begin the concert. I'd like to invite our first group, WoYo Nuevo, to come up. WoYo Nuevo is the wake-up group from New York City and the immediate environment. And it's an ever-changing, evolving group. There are people who come and go, but it's still in spirit the same wake-up.
So this song speaks for itself, and there's a part where you're going to be invited to join in, so if you feel welcome, you can sing along or you can call out when you're invited to. One, two, three, four. For the great gray sea and the bright shining sun, for the wind and the rain and enough air for everyone, we've got to give thanks for all these blessings. Got to give thanks for all these blessings. Green grass in spring and brown leaves in fall, for the winter's branches bare and the summer's been grown up tall. We've got to give thanks for all these blessings. Got to give thanks for all these blessings. Hold us tall, and a heart that can beat. We've got to give thanks for all these blessings. Got to give thanks for all these blessings. Patience and kindness and the courage to take wise action, and even this pain that leads to letting go, and understanding and compassion. We've got to give thanks. Sing along to all these blessings. Got to give thanks for all these blessings. To think of the blessings in your life and call them out if you want, or tell them to your neighbor, or just hold them in your heart. Music, family, friendship, community,
fresh air.
Yoga.
Health.
Trees.
got to give thanks for all these blessings. Got to give thanks for all these blessings.
And next, we'd like to invite one of our special guests, Heather Masse and Aoife O'Donovan. We were going to have Roswell Rudd play along with Heather, but Roswell is not well, so we'd like to also take a moment to send a bit of love and healing energy for Roswell. And instead, we get to have a different duo start off our concert. And we're really, really excited for Heather to come down and to meet Aoife. Thank you so much.
Well, we are very thankful to be here with you all. Thanks for having us. And I'm very thankful to Aoife for being here. And we're going to start off with a beautiful Greg Brown song. He's a great folk singer-songwriter from Iowa. And we thought this song would be perfect for the theme. It's called Wash My Eyes. Wash my eyes that I may see the yellow return to the willow tree. Open my ears that I may hear the river running swift and clear. And please wash my eyes, and please open my ears. Wash this world that is one place that wears a mask and a fearful face. Let this cruel raging cease. Let these children sleep in peace. And please wash this world
I'm now going to sing a beautiful song written by Heather Masse, who's just one of the most mindful and meditative people in my life, and I'm very thankful for her.
Thanks, Eve.
I hear a bird chirping up in the sky. I'd like to be free like that, spread my wings so high. I see the river flowing, water running by. I'd like to be that river, see what I might find. I feel the wind blowing, slowly changing time. I'd like to be that wind that swirl and shape the sky. I smell the flowers blooming, opening for spring. I'd like to be those flowers open to everything. I feel the seasons change, the leaves, the snow, and the sun. I'd like to be those seasons made up and undone. I taste the living earth, the seeds that grow within. Well, I'd like to be that earth, a home where life begins. I see the moon horizon reaching tonight. I'd like to be that moon, a knowing, glowing light. I know the silence of the world begins to wake. I'd like to be that silence as the morning breaks. I feel the wind blowing, slowly changing time. I'd like to be that wind that swirl and shape the sky. I smell the flowers blooming, opening for spring. I'd like to be those flowers open to everything. La 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 la.
Thank you so much. So dear,
Check.
So dear community, our next act is from our dear DiMeglio, who recently finished spending a year living with us at Blue Cliff and was a great source of inspiration and a builder of music in our community, and now is living back in New York. So what a perfect opportunity to reunite.
Thank you so much, everyone. This is a super special evening for me. I've been looking forward to this for a long time, to combine my New York Sangha, particularly in this space where I sit on Thursday mornings at 8 o'clock, if you want to come. And someone might say more about that later, but that's a quick teaser. And to combine my dear Sangha from Blue Cliff, I see many friends out there, and to combine music, which is one of my loves, is a super treat. And I'm sharing the stage with a lot of friends, so it's a great night. If somebody has cupcakes or something, that would only make it over the top. Okay, we're gonna have a bell. So our first song has been a lot of fun for us over the last year. We've been playing it here and there. I think it'll speak for itself, but I put that there. We need to practice one thing, because this is an audience participation song. So to avoid giving away the lyrics, I'm going to ask someone to throw out a word or phrase, and then I'll use that as an explanation for how to call and response. So can I hear someone brave say a word or phrase? Cupcake. Cupcake. Thank you, Joe. Okay. So I'm going to practice. I call, I'm the caller, and you're the responder. So, cupcake, cupcake.
Cupcake, cupcake.
Okay, so it's right in time. Right? Cupcake, cup. It's hard to say cupcake twice. He gave me a tongue twister. Cupcake, cupcake.
Cupcake, cupcake.
Okay, there you go. You got it? The other words will be easier to say in a row. Okay. Man, Joe throws me in. Okay, all right, here we go. Open your mind.
Open your mind.
Let's break the chains.
Break that chain.
We'll free ourselves of our ignorance.
Ignorance.
We'll be a part of
Be a part of
a healing force.
healing force.
And try to understand
Try to understand
everyone.
everyone.
Life is too precious to waste on hate.
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 to love.
leads to love.
It's what compassion
What compassion
is made of.
is made of.
Everyone has
Everyone has
suffering.
suffering.
Looking deeply,
Looking deeply,
our love can sing.
love can sing.
Life is too precious to waste on hate.
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 Thank you. Dan Blake on the tenor sax. Knew my sister Ocean, Zack, Jesse, Chris, Shirzette, Tomas. Wow. Thank you. We have one more song. And I'm going to move over here. So I'm over here now. Hi. Okay, I need my words.
Check, check.
All right, thank you for your attention and love. So the next song is something I'm excited about. It's a brand new song, so you'll be witnessing a first-time run for this song. It's called In Search of the Enemy of Man. And if some of you were at the event last night at ABC Home, Sister Peace mentioned a letter that our teacher, Thich Nhat Hanh, wrote to Dr. King. And as far as I understand, that first letter is sometimes referred to as, by the title, In Search of the Enemy of Man, where Thai says that he knows that he and Dr. King share the idea that our enemy is not each other, but the ignorance that we have. And that's what leads to the hate and violence in the world. And knowing that this is September 11th, I thought I would tune into that as well. Where Thich Nhat Hanh wrote a book, a book compiled from his talks and lectures and articles surrounding the aftermath to 9/11, where he once again encourages us to remember that we're not enemies of each other. We're the only enemy, the only thing to look at and transform is the hatred in us. So these words are all directly from that book or inspired by those teachings. So thank you to Ty, and thank you to Dr. King, and thank you to you all. Searching for the enemy of man. I know we're not victims of others, but of our ignorance and of theirs. With our ignorance and with our fear, we
forget our natural love. And suffering's not an individual matter. We can't escape our connection to all people, all nations, and the world. When we truly learn to care for others, we're caring for ourselves. So shine the light of wisdom and come together. We must build our hope as a family to help clear up that sky of despair. Practice embracing your hurt to help heal the hurting man. Promise me this day, promise me now, while the sun is exactly overhead, even as they strike you down with a mountain of hate, even as they crush you like a worm, even as they dismember you. Oh please remember, my brother, that man is not our enemy. The only thing worthy of you is compassion, invincible, limitless, and unconditional. Hatred will never let you face the beast in man. One day when you face this beast alone, with your courage intact and your eyes kind, untroubled, from your smile will bloom a flower, and those who love you will behold you across 10,000 worlds. Alone again, I'll go on with bent head, knowing that love has become eternal. And on the long rough road, the sun and the moon will continue to shine. Compassion is born when we understand, when we listen with no wish to judge. Let us finally learn to hear the cries of all who need our love, and plant the seeds of freedom in each moment. Every bit of our love and solidity is a gift to ourselves and the world. We must walk, speak, and listen for all humanity.
Can the peace movement talk in loving speech, showing the way for peace? I think that would depend on whether the people in the peace movement can be peace. Because without being peace, we cannot do anything for peace. If you are not peaceful, and then you cannot contribute to the peace movement. We need people who understand, who are capable of being in touch with people, to reconcile the conflicting parties.
And we should be able to say like this: dear friends, dear people, I know that you suffer a lot. I have not understood enough of your difficulties and suffering. It's not our intention to make you suffer more. It is the opposite. So please tell us about your suffering, your difficulties. I'm eager to learn to understand. It has to start like that, loving speech. And if we are honest, if we are true, they will open their heart and tell us. And then we practice compassionate, deep listening. And during the process of deep listening, we can learn so much about our own perception and their perception. And that is the best way, the only way to remove terrorism.
Attack me, what would it look like to look for my compassion even when I'm so afraid? How brave would it be to look deeply to understand those who just attack me? What would it look like to look for my compassion even when I'm so afraid? Searching for the enemy of mine, to understand those who just attack me. I know we're not victims of others, but of our ignorance and of theirs. I'm so afraid. Searching for the enemy, to understand those who just attack me. I know we're not victims of others, but of ignorance and of theirs. When I'm so afraid. Sing with us. Two more times.
you so much, and thank you to these awesome musicians.
To our dear, greatly talented friends, and we welcome up Seya as our next act.
So much beauty has already graced this stage. We're in a state of mindfulness right now. We are Seya with Beatrice Anderson. And we're happy to share with you. Today we're going to be doing two songs. One is a favorite of ours and also of the community. Okay. Also of the community, Breaths by Sweet Honey and The Rock. The second piece that we'll be doing is called Formless, and it was actually written by Jasmine. So we're going to tune in, which is something that we do before singing, basically to bring the energy together before we offer. And I should mention that Seya means joy in a Bambaran language out of Mali.
Bum 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 ba dee da dum 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 bum bum ba dee da, 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 bum bum the rocks are blended on a so listen more to things than to deeds. Listen more often to things than to deeds. 'Tis the ancestors' bread when the fire's voice is heard. 'Tis the ancestors' bread and the voice of the water. Ancestors' bread when the fire's voice is heard. 'Tis the ancestors' bread and the voice of the water. Is it green? Is it nebulous? What color is our love? How formless is our love? However is our, ever is our love? Is it green? Is it nebulous? What color is our love? How formless is our love? However is our, ever is our love? Is it green? Is it nebulous? Oh, what color is our love? How formless is our love? However is our, ever is our love? Is it green? Is it nebulous? Ooh, what color is our love? How formless is our love? However is our, ever is our love? Is it green? Is it nebulous? What color is our love? How formless is our love? However is our, ever is our love? Is it green? Is it nebulous? What color is our love? How formless is our love? However is our, ever is our love? Is it green? Is it nebulous? What color is our love? How formless is our love? However is our, ever is our love?
Thank you.
Thank you, Seya. Very beautiful. We'd like to now come to intermission for 10 minutes to allow us to take a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a restroom break. We're going to take an intermission, 10-minute intermission. So before we leave our seats to stretch, I'd like to invite you to come back to your body. The question invited of us is, how formless is our love? How formless is our love? See the lights dimming, it's an invitation for us to come back to our seats. We'll see everyone in 10 minutes. Thank you. We'd like to invite WoYo Nuevo on stage, please. WoYo Nuevo. So dear beloved community, we are WoYo Nuevo, which is a collection of monastics and lay. Together we call ourselves a fourfold Sangha of an ever-evolving group. We'd like to introduce a song called Meditation on Love, written by our sister here, Sister Power, Sister Lakmin. She shared this song with us a number of years ago. It's been in the community, floating around. We've not yet had a chance to bring it out in a very public way. So this is our first, it's its first opening, you can say. Meditation on Love. We hope you enjoy.
Free from my secrets, and the fear
dear beloved community, our next performer is Zack Foley and the Zack Foley Quartet, who has basically been our house band for the evening, which has been such an amazing gift and joy. So Zack is deeply involved in our Wake Up movement, our young adult communities, and we're just delighted to get to play together. And Zack often comes up to the monastery and shares his music there, so now we're coming into the city to share music in his turn.
Hey friends, thank you all for coming and supporting us. We're really having a wonderful time over here. I just want to give some love to my dear friends on stage with me. Jesse Elder, piano player, keyboard player, is one of my best friends. Chris Tordini, great bass player, in my band for many years, very lucky. And Shirazette Tenen, amazing drummer. We're working on our family. We've been playing a lot lately, and really enjoy it. So we're very happy to share this with you. We're jazzers at heart, so we're going to jazz out a little bit. But we'll start with a song by a monastic in our community named Phap Lin, who's not here. He's here, and he will very much be here when we're singing this song by him. It's called Unborn and Indestructible, and it's based on a gata that Thai wrote for bathing. So I'm often singing this in the shower, and now I'll be singing it with you in public. Unborn and indestructible, unborn and indestructible, beyond time and space, beyond time and space. This body and these feelings were transmitted to me by my mother and my father, my teacher, my friends, and all living unborn and indestructible, unborn and indestructible, beyond time and space, beyond time and space, and that is transmitted is no less the transmitter, and I who receive the transmission. What am I but that which is transmitted to me? Unborn and indestructible, unborn and indestructible, beyond time and space, beyond time and space. I am my mother, I am my father, I am my teachers, I am my friend. Yes, I am one, and yeah, I am many, I am all, I am not no beginning. Unborn and indestructible, beyond time and space, beyond time and space. This body is not me. These perceptions, not me. And I am not limited by this body. I am one with all life. I have always been free. I'm born and indestructible. Indestructible, beyond time and space, beyond time and space. So the next song we're going to do is an old jazz standard from maybe the 20s or the 30s, and something I've got into as a practitioner is I'm a jazz guy, and a lot of the jazz songs are about naughty things or unhealthy versions of love, a lot of craving, a lot of attachment. And but the songs are so groovy, man. You know, the melodies and the changes are really great. So for instrumentalists, you know, they don't have to worry about the necessarily the specific meaning attached to the songs. But as a singer, I have to sing the words. So I'm getting into changing just a little this and that, you know, to help it align with my aspiration and with our practice. So we do that on It's Only a Paper Moon. Fits really nicely for this practice of awareness and mindfulness and acceptance. So we're going to pick it up a notch. Say it's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe
if we can stop and breathe. Say it's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree, but it would be make-believe if we can look deeply without true love. It's a honky-tonk parade without understanding. It's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey where it's just as phony as it can be. But it would be make-believe if we can live mindfully. Say it's only a paper sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if we can stop and breathe. Say it's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree, but it isn't make-believe when we look deeply. Without true love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without Corona, it's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey well, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if we live mind. If we live mindfully, when we live mindfully. When we live mindfully, when we live mindfully, when we live mindfully, when we live mindfully.
You know, our teacher often says that to meditate well, you have to smile a lot, and I think we're meditating very well tonight. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I am. This is far beyond what we were hoping for and expecting, so thank you, everybody. Our next performer is Marta Hernandez, who will come up and offer us a few songs, and we're quite excited to get a little flamenco pop into the evening.
I'm very grateful to be here, but the first thing that I have to tell you is that ain't gonna be flamenco. And the reason is because I'm doing 2 songs in English, so everybody is on the same page, even though usually my songs are written in Spanish, but I do also have some in English, so these 2 songs are in English. I think I say that. And the first one is On the Other Side. And when I wrote it, I thought about everything that we have and then we sort of don't appreciate, like we're always longing for something else. So it was my way of saying to myself, just appreciate what you have. And the second one is called I'll Be There For You, and I wrote it for a very good friend who was very sick at that time, and I think we can all relate when we have people that we care, and then we are there for them. I want to thank very much everybody and for being here, and I want to also thank the organization for having me here, and I also want to mention Thich Nhat Hanh, because when I think of him, things are easier. And I try to breathe in, breathe out as much as I can. Also, I want to really, really thank Jan Kus, who is here with me today. He's from Slovenia. great saxophone player. He will be with me. And Sherzad, who is going to play with me for the first time. They come again, unexpectedly by surprise. When I'm off guard, here they come, speeding at me all around. Fantasies of magic worlds, bright colors give me the light. Deep desire stares at me, passions are still alive. The grass is always greener, the sky is always bluer, the sun is always brighter, the earth is always richer, stars are always closer, the sea is always deeper, sand is always softer, the air is always cleaner. On the other side, longing for the unattainable, longing for the longing. One day the snake comes out and devours all of us, leaving our fantasies dead and our bodies swallowed by our own dreams. The grass is always greener, the sky is always bluer, sun is always brighter, the earth is always richer, stars are always closer, the sea is always deeper, sand is always softer, the air is always cleaner. On the other side, on the other side, on the other side, on the other side of the moon, on the other side, on the other side, on the other side of the moon, on the other side, on the other side, on the other side of the moon, on the other side, on the other side, on the other side of the moon. Que lo que nos pasa, lo que nunca estamos bien y siempre nos quejamos y miramos mal lo que tiene el vecino con nosotros en nuestras manos. Dame la mano, mi hermana, oh, que te llevo a ver eso. managed to put a little bit of flamenco, a little bit of Spanish. Take a good look at love, take a good look at friendship. Go inside and get closer and closer. Take a good look at life, take a good look at dying. Go inside and get closer and closer. But don't be afraid, but don't be afraid, but don't be afraid, 'cause I'll be there for you. One day it rains all day, one day hope is nowhere. Go inside and get closer and closer. One day we feel the pain, one day hope is nowhere. Go inside and get closer and closer. But don't be afraid, don't be afraid, but don't be afraid, 'cause I'll be there for you. Don't forget there is hope, don't forget there is beauty. Go inside and get closer and closer. Don't forget there is life, don't forget there is music. Go inside and get closer and closer. Don't be afraid, oh no, 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 but don't be afraid. But don't be afraid, 'cause I'll be there for you. Don't be afraid, but don't be afraid, but don't be afraid, 'cause I'll be there for you. Bam, bam, da, bam, dam, 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 bam, bam, dam, 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 bam, 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 da, dum, bam, bam.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are here for you, and we know that you're here for us, and that's wonderful. Our next performer is dearly connected to our community, Reilly, all the way from Ann Arbor, Michigan, but many of us met him in Plum Village, France, so it's lovely to meet up here in New York City. I know the music speaks for itself, and we're quite excited about this opportunity, and here's Joe.
Thank you, dear sister. Thank you, dear friends. Let's have another round of silent applause for this beautiful gathering, this energy of peace and mindfulness through music is a real dream come true. And thank you to everybody for helping to make it be. It's really wonderful to have such an attentive audience, by the way. Your presence is really felt and appreciated. And I want to invite you to sing with me on this tune. If you don't feel like singing, just breathe with me, but it's pretty simple. We'll go over it a couple times. So the refrain says, breathing in, I am alive right here. Breathing out, my mind is clear. Breathing in, my body is at ease. Breathing out, I am at peace. So let's try it. Breathing in, I am alive right here. Breathing in, I am alive right here. Breathing out, my mind is clear. My mind is clear. Breathing in, my body is at ease. My body is at ease. Breathing out, I am at peace. I am at peace. Breathing. You guys sound good. Let's try it again. Breathing in, I am alive right here. Breathing out, my mind is clear. Breathing in, my body is at ease. Breathing out, I am at peace. Empty out your pockets, no enlightenment here. Just a pair of brown eyes and some meditation gear. It's clear we are something much more than what's sold on TV or bought in a store. We are stores of seeds, deep and wise. We are all of the oceans. Just look in your eyes, see the vastness of the sea. All the elements that be flowing through you and me. Let go and be free and breathe. Here we go. Breathing in, yes, I am alive right here. Breathing out, my mind is clear. Breathing in, my body is at ease. Breathing out, I am at peace. Be free of our perceptions, so many misconceptions and wrong notions. Didn't you hear? We are all of the oceans, the waves, the rocks, and the clouds. We are the water droplets gently falling down and returning to the sky. I'm learning to ask why. We're yearning just to try to breathe. Breathing in, I am alive right here. Breathing out, my mind is clear. Breathing in, my body is at ease. Breathing out, I am at peace. Breathing. There are so many reasons to be happy. There are so many I'm dancing with the moon. I will be dreaming soon, but for now I'm wide awake, sitting still like a lake with some wild rice growing. It's really nice knowing who I really am, who we really are. Sometimes I can't forget when I'm driving in my car. It's time to pull over, didn't go very far. Try walking on the earth, you might think, that sounds bizarre. I think it's rather funny to let go of my money and be one with the energy that flows in me and around me. And so I just surround me with flowers and poetry, beautiful verses. So when my mind disperses, I remember we've rehearsed this, to not get caught in the cycle of birth and death. I really don't know about that, so I'll just follow my breath. Follow my breath, follow your breath with me. Breathing in, I am alive right here. Breathing out, my mind is clear. Breathing in, my body is at ease. Breathing out, I am at peace. Breathe. Singers, Sister Ocean, Chris, Nuevo. I want to invite the Zack Foley band back up for this one. So I had first encountered the teachings of Thich Nhat Hanh shortly after the September 11th attacks in 2001. Feeling a lot of despair, witnessing our country respond to this tragedy, to this terrible event with war, and attending a anti-war rally and still feeling the energy of war, and thinking there must be another way and wondering what that way is. And thankfully, my dad had a copy of one of Ty's books called Being Peace. And so I found that on his shelf and I read it. And it was really important to me to learn about that we have to be the peace. We have to cultivate that inside of ourselves in order to transform the violence in our society. So I've been gradually, slowly working on that ever since. And it's really a community effort, you know, cultivating our souls and our hearts. And we owe it to Thai, we owe it to the Sangha, we owe it to the future generations, to our ancestors. I just want to express that gratitude to all our relations. P-R-E-S-E-N-T-M-O-M-E-N-T. We be free in the P-R-E-S-E-N-T-M-O-M-E-N-T. Sing with me in the present moment. Wonderful moment, present moment. Wonderful moment, present moment. Wonderful moment, this present moment is so wonderful. Reflective of collective consciousness. It's not just this individual syllable. See how these words combine to form this rhyme. It's infinite in space and time. There's always been a seed planted in your mind. So sit back and recline and soak in the sunshine blowing from these lines into your mind. It's the P-R-E-S-E-N-T-M-O-M-E-N-T. Stick with me. It's the P-R-E-S-E-N-T-M-O-M-E-N-T. We be free in the present moment. Wonderful moment. Present moment. Wonderful moment. Present moment. Wonderful moment. This present moment is so wonderful. And I wanna play with you today. Underneath the sunshine. I wanna play with you today. Underneath the sun. I wanna play with you today. Underneath the sunshine. I wanna play with you today. Give it up for Jesse on the keys, y'all. Let's hear for Chris on the bass. Up in the place. A smile on our face. Oh no, I did not forget. On the notes we got Shira Zack. Give it up for Shira Zack. R-E-S-E-N-T-M-O-M-E-N-T. We be free in the R-E-S-E-N-T-M-O-M-E-N-T. Sing with me in the present moment. Wonderful moment, present moment. Wonderful moment, present moment. Wonderful moment, this present moment is so wonderful. And I want you today underneath the sunshine. I want you today underneath the sun.
This present moment is so wonderful. Thank you, dear friends. Let's just take another moment and breathe together, enjoying this P-R-E-S-E-N-T, M-O-E-M-T, M-O-M-E-N-T. See if I can still spell with all this joy and love sharing together. So we're going to start to move into the home stretch, and we are so delighted to get to invite Beatrice Anderson back up to offer a song to us. Beatrice of many hats, so a woman of many talents, including a very committed Sangha member in our Love Circle Sangha, and just we're blessed to have her and everyone here tonight.
Oh, you're so much taller than me.
So I brought my phone up here for a really special reason. About 3 weeks ago, my father had a brain hemorrhage. And his experience is, humbling, inspiring. It's an incredible process, watching the will and the strength of the Spirit. He's still with us, fully with us. And with us in a way that Ty talks about so much. Simply, fully present. My father sat across from my brother in his hospital bed, and my brother was there to spend the day with him and doing his work. And at this point, my father could only do this, and could only say, "I love you." He did it 15 times in one day. It was the most beautiful, incredible example of mindfulness and presence and love. And I say this because our dear, incredible teacher and all of his beautiful incremental steps on his healing journey are also so powerfully inspiring, reminding us of this present moment and the pause and the breath. So my camera is so that my father can see all of you. Ty also talks about the relationship between parent and child, right? It's this experience that I've learned that hearing the sound of my father's voice is probably the most beautiful sound I've ever heard. And before that, I was an independent child who wouldn't call very often. Now I call almost every day, twice. And I leave him these, send him these videos so he knows what I'm doing. So you're going to be in my video for this evening. And this is really important for him because my father had a dream that I would be a singer someday. So if you could applaud so that he can see all of your beautiful faces and the beautiful band and the wonderful piano players. So Papa, we are singing here together. He loves music. Music has been a big part of his recovery. We're singing together for such a beautiful moment to honor love, a really powerful, beautiful thing that you believe in very much, and to honor the miracle of being present with one another and present with ourselves. I'm so grateful for you and so grateful for all of the time you're allowing me to talk so long. And without further ado, I'd love to share a small offering for you and with you. So this song is called Peace on Earth. And it's written by a beautiful singer named Rachelle Ferrell. And in the song, she reminds us that the healing that we need happens here, home. And with this healing, we can do so many incredible things, especially when we're doing it in community like this together. How can we have peace in the Middle East when there's none at home? How can we have
and there's none in the woman. And there's none in the man. How can we heal the wounds of the world if we cannot heal our own? And where does this peace on earth begin if not in the home? And where do we go now? Do we let the devil win, or do we get up and fight? Surely we know to conquer all our fears, bring an end to the violence, bring an end to the tears. How can we heal the wounds of the world if we cannot heal our own? And where does this peace on earth begin if not in the home? Well, there's too much talk about it, too many walk without it. Tell me, where is love? Where is the God in your life? To my left, a woman's abusing her children. To my right, someone's beating his wife. Where is the love? Where is the God in our lives? How can we heal the wounds of the world if we cannot heal our own? Where does this peace on earth begin if not in the home? How can we heal the wounds of the world if we cannot heal our own? And where does this peace on earth begin if not in the home? Welcoming all of our Sangha family back up to the stage, so we can close out our evening together.
And this song that we'll be sharing next is another collective creation. It's a song that you can all sing together with. So we're going to finish with the song and offer some announcements now. The first being, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for creating this together, and we hope that joy has been nourished to carry into wherever we go next, as well as many other seeds that we don't know how they will germinate, but they're being planted and watered, and we're grateful to do this together. We have a few more activities coming up in New York City. We have little flyers on the table. As you're going out, please stop to look on your right for information. On your left, we have the new CD from Blue Cliff, which has a few of the songs from this evening. Joe Reilly has some CDs. We might have other things there, I'm not sure. This space is the home to one of our New York sanghas that our dear Chris and who else? Is anyone else here from St. Mark's Sangha? Steve and Camille. And other folks. Yeah, the Sherry at the back. So that's, I believe, a Thursday morning Sangha, and I think we have yellow papers with information about all of our New York and area weekly or regularly meeting groups, because Sherry is holding up one of the yellow signs. So if you're wanting to find a way to connect with a group of people practicing in this tradition, we have information there. We would love for you to come join us at Blue Cliff sometime, not only because we enjoy practicing together, but it's just a beautiful piece of land, and we're blessed to live there, and it's, I feel, our duty to share it. Tomorrow we'll have a day of practice that meets at ABC Home on Broadway, and we're going to go into Union Square and meditate together and do eating meditation and walking meditation and really bring this practice alive in the city. And then tomorrow night we have a public talk at the town hall with some of our very esteemed and wise teachers in our community, and chanting and Q&A, and there are still tickets left, and they're half price at the door. If you haven't got your ticket left but you'd like to come, haven't got your ticket yet, please come. Sunday we have a book launch, all the information is at the table. So please just stop on your way out, and also a pink and gray iPhone has been misplaced. If anyone sees it, please bring it.
Thank you. We also have a lost driver's license in our family. If you lost one, please come up and see us afterwards. Once again, we'd like to thank all the local sanghas of New York for coming out to support, both in spirit, in presence, and materially to make all of these events happen. Can you raise your hand if you're from one of our local sanghas here in New York? So New York's way representing. Thank you so much. So this is a song to close out the evening.
So you'll catch on, and just, the words are pretty simple. Breathe in, breathe out is the main part. You can do it, just one note. And if you want to join the other parts, go ahead. You'll notice that it was quite amazing today, just people showing up, and I know that there was preparation that was involved, but just the sheer talent, but also the goodwill. Such an offering of love from everyone, and we feel it, you know? It's a blessing to be together. So this is our final togetherness for the evening.
Breathe out.
Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
Thank you, beloved community. Have a good evening.